Hi, my name is Chloe, and I am in the Human Sciences program at the Cégep Gabriel Roy. And today, for my English presentation, I will be choosing option A, which is to pick an organization that is involved in human rights. But what are those? Human rights are universal rights that we all agreed on and we are all entitled to. And in total, there are 30 of them. And I chose Article 11 out of 30, which states that every person charged with a penal offense has the right to be considered innocent until proven guilty. And one organization that supports this right is the CHRI, which is the Commonwealth Human Rights Initiative. And Commonwealth means it's a group of 54 state members, and the Commonwealth was founded in 1987, and it is a non-profit and non-governmental organization. The CHRI focuses on prison and police reforms using RTI, which is the right to information. And right now, they are based in India on the Indian prison system, because in most cases, prisoners will be held against their right in prisons pending their trial, and they will stay for many years, even sometimes a longer sentence than they would have received had they had their trial. So the system is very corrupted, and people are treated very poorly. Even sometimes, most of the cases, prisoners leave the prisons worse than when they first got there, because prisons are there to reform citizens, to bring them back into a normal life so they can act correctly. And very few of them have access to lawyers, and which causes a prison overflow. And 67% of the prisoners will stay in prisons pending their trial for many years. I have one example of this case. Bhushan Deora was arrested in 1975 and has stayed in prison for 34 years and has not been convicted yet. And would you imagine staying in a prison for 34 years, waiting to have your trial? People aren't treated humanly, and nobody respects their human rights over there. So the organization CHRI is there to help them. So what they do is, well, first of all, they believe that the way they are treated has a very big impact on their psychological behaviors. So they do prison management reforms. They monitor the stress. They use the right to information to question the criminal justice of India, legal analysis, legal aid, and court practices. So right now they are based in West Bengal and Rajasthan, which are two states in India. So, in conclusion, it's understandable that is in this situation, like India, which is a country with that is overflowed with citizens and prisoners. So it is hard for the government and organizations such as CHRI to control these type of situations and to allow everybody to have their human rights access to them. And this is why we have many organizations in the world that are helping these people, because in the case of India, it is the second most populated country in the world, with roughly about 1.3 billion inhabitants, which is quite a lot. And so here in Canada, what can we do to help? We can volunteer for the organization. We can share their media posts And for some of us, we can go even deeper and study into criminal justice to eventually become an employee of this type of organization. But this type of situation is very delicate because we're dealing with angry prisoners that are being held captive against their rights. And so the most we can do right now is share their media posts to raise awareness around the world. Thank you.